Well, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on KGW Plus. I'm Tim Gordon. We're going to get to your forecast with Corey Johnson here in a moment, but first let's get to our top stories. Portland police are investigating a deadly shooting that happened outside the Cinco de Mayo fiesta in downtown Portland last night. It happened just after 10:30 near Southwest NATO Parkway and Harvey Milk. Portland police tell us once they arrived, they found two men had been shot. One died, the other was taken to a local hospital. So far, no arrests have been made, and the case remains under investigation. A medical assistant charged in a Vancouver child sex abuse case was in a Clark County court yesterday and is facing new charges. Investigators say Chad Hartley trafficked a young girl to a home in La Center and left her with pediatrician Michael Wilmington for sexually explicit acts. Police say Wilmington, who last worked at Kaiser Salmon Creek, died by suicide during the investigation. Hartley also faces child molestation and child pornography charges, and his bail was raised to $800,000. And thousands of legacy health patients insured by Regence are once again in network after the two companies settled on a new contract earlier this morning. The previous contract between the two lapsed in early April, with the main issue being reimbursement rates. Under the new contract, if a patient was treated at Legacy from April 1st until now, Regence will retroactively process those claims as in-network. All right, turning now to your forecast with a live look down at the Oregon Capitol Mall in Salem. There's a sky cam down there. Nice and green. There's some breaks in the clouds. We're going to get to Corey Johnson now in the Weather Center with a better idea of what we should all expect this afternoon, Corey.
Yeah, exactly that, Tim. I mean, as we get to the later part of the day, those sun breaks we were seeing down there in Salem to the south, that will start to impact the rest of us, hopefully. This is a look from our Rose City camera. You can see the cloud cover still pretty thick, but we still see just a few breaks starting to make their way through. Right now sitting at 60 degrees across the Rose City, but our temperatures right now faring pretty similar across many areas. Low 60s, upper 50s, 59 in Vancouver, 61 currently in Gresham, 62 for those of you in Camas. This is our Providence Park camera, another gorgeous look, 61 degrees. And throughout the rest of the day, you can expect that cloud cover to start to break up just a little bit across Willamette Valley. It sticks around pretty heavy near the coast, and that could impact the temperatures. I mean, we're looking at 73 here in Portland, but if the cloud cover sticks and it stays longer than we suspected, similar to yesterday, then the temperatures, those could stay lower as well. Giving you a look at your day planner, expecting to hit 69 degrees by the time we hit 3 this afternoon. 73 looks to be our high, and sunny as we get to around dinner time. It's a copy and paste of this forecast for tomorrow, but we do have a little bit of a change up as we head into Mother's Day weekend coming up. I'll break down that timing in just a minute.
Look forward to it. Thanks, Corey. We're getting a new look at the aftermath of the weekend rampage at the Multnomah Athletic Club as cleanup begins there. On Saturday, a former employee who was fired in 2019 and was suffering from mental illness drove a car filled with explosives into that building. And as of this morning, there's still no timeline to reopen the MAC to members. The club's general manager says 49-year-old Bruce Whitman drove into the building, sending glass and debris everywhere, and ended up in an event room. He says while that room wasn't severely damaged, most of the mess came from sprinklers going off, along with some lingering effects from smoke. The GM also talked about Whitman's time working for the club as a bartender.
Mr. Whitman was terminated for cause after a repeated, well-documented series of agitations and aggressive behavior towards both staff and members.
He says the club's number one goal right now is making sure the building is safe for members. And as we reported on Monday, Whitman had several interactions with law enforcement over the last 5 years, but was never forced into mental health treatment, something the Multnomah County DA says could have helped in this case.
It's another sad example of where we need a system that serves those that are suffering from mental illness in a way that is more long-term, more in-depth.
The KGW investigative team, Evan Watson, has been covering the high bar for what's called civil commitment in Oregon. Several conditions have to be met to force someone to get treatment. And on top of that, there's little room in the Oregon State Hospital. That's because the state has prioritized patients who are criminal defendants who've been ordered to receive care so they can aid in their own defense. Many advocates say the best strategy, though, is to build more treatment options for early intervention. However, that would rely on people voluntarily accepting help, and Whitman's family says he turned down treatment referrals. You can learn much more about civil commitment and the requirements in Oregon on KGW.com. And remember, there's always a way to call in and get some help, a hotline to help those who are struggling with a mental health crisis. You can call or text 988 anytime. That's the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline to be connected with local counselors. Well, the largest union in the United States has been hit with a civil rights complaint after holding a conference here in Portland. The National Association of Teachers held a convention in town last year. Now, a civil rights complaint alleges the union discriminated against Jewish members. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz has more.
The civil rights charge was filed by the Brandeis Center, which is a nonprofit that works to combat anti-Semitism and anti-Israel rhetoric across the country. The Brandeis Center alleges the National Education Association, which is a teachers union with over 3 million members, discriminated against Jewish educators by creating a hostile environment. In the complaint, the Brandeis Center mentions a convention held in Portland last year. The nonprofit alleges Jewish union members were shouted down during the convention and worried about the possibility of physical harm. After the convention, the Jewish Affairs Caucus sent a letter to union leadership, claiming Jewish delegates of the union were mocked, harassed, and threatened during the 4-day convention. The Brandeis Center is urging the government to investigate the NEA and ensure action is taken to ensure equal treatment for all union members. In response, the spokesperson for the teachers union says in part, quote, NEA does not tolerate anti-Semitism in any form and remains committed to ensuring that all members and students, including Jewish members and students, can work and learn in a safe and welcoming environment. The spokesperson adds that the NEA works to ensure that all backgrounds feel supported at all their meetings and conventions like the one here in Portland. In downtown Portland, Thomas Schultz, KGW News.
Still to come on KGW News at 12:30, a titan in the national news industry has died.
Dedicate the news channel for America, the cable news network.
I'll look back at the storied career of CNN founder Ted Turner and the legacy he's leaving behind.
Want more Sunrise? We got you covered.
You can stream an extra 2 hours of live morning news on KGW streaming apps.
Good morning.
That means more local stories and extended coverage of breaking news.
Plus live weather and traffic updates as they happen.
And this is our first trouble spot of the morning.
We have a gorgeous day coming up.
We are live on KGW Sunrise weekday mornings from 5 to 9. Stream on your time with KGW.
Matt, how long is this break in the rain going to last?
About another day, Christine. Again, another atmospheric river hitting the northwest. This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW+.
Welcome back. Media legend Ted Turner, the innovator who revolutionized television with the first 24-hour news channel, CNN, has died at the age of 87. His estate made the announcement today in a news release. Turner didn't stop with television news, and at one point becoming the owner of both the Atlanta Braves baseball team and the NBA's Atlanta Hawks. He also made a name for himself as a staunch conservationist. Longtime CNN anchor Wolf Blitzer has a look back at Turner's life and legacy.
Known as the Mouth of the South, And Captain Outrageous, Ted Turner built a media empire that changed cable news forever.
I don't know how to quit. It's not in my genes.
Born in Cincinnati, Ohio in 1938, he went to work for his dad's billboard company. But tragedy struck when his father killed himself. Ted took over the family business and coped with the loss by working even harder.
He said, set your goals so high that you can't achieve them in your lifetime.
When Ted wasn't working, he turned to the sport he loved, sailing, and won the sport's top race, the America's Cup. In 1970, Ted bought a struggling TV station, and it became the country's first superstation. He bought the Atlanta Braves and broadcast their games nationwide.
The Atlanta Braves.
The Braves became America's team. He set his sights even higher, on a 24-hour news channel.
I dedicate the news channel for America, the cable news network.
Take 11, Mike Kewum.
CNN aired its first broadcast on June 1st, 1980.
Good evening, I'm David Walker.
And I'm Lois Hart. Now here's the news.
Critics called it chicken noodle news.
Hello, Baghdad.
But the Gulf War would give CNN the respect it deserved.
You can hear the bombs now. They are hitting the center of this city.
It was the first time a war was broadcast live on television, and it was only on CNN. Ted also cared about the world. Over a 10-year period, he donated $1 billion to the United Nations.
I'm no poorer than I was not 9 months ago, and the world is a lot better off.
His final act, saving the planet. He created the UN Foundation and the Nuclear Threat Initiative. On his Montana ranch, he made it his mission to save the bison. Before his 80th birthday, Ted revealed he had Lewy body dementia, a progressive disease. He spent his final years treasuring private moments, his ranch, and his family.
We have never seen a man quite like Ted Turner before on this planet. And I don't think we'll ever see another one like him again.
Well, we are cloudy as we kick off our afternoon, but the good news is we can expect some sun breaks as we get to the later part of the day, namely around dinner time. Highs looking to be in the low 70s. We'll break down more of the forecast when we come back.
Hi, I'm Christine Padawanich. I'm a journalist at KGW, and I love exploring Portland's amazing food scene. New spot? I'm there. So I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. What happens here affects us all, and that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still, it moves. It moves you to act, to vote, to volunteer, to speak up, or to lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the good stuff that stays with you wherever you are. And at KGW, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Portland.
Welcome back. Corey Johnson is here with a smile on her face.
Yes.
It's a beautiful spring day. It's kind of gray, but it's not bad.
A little bit gray,
Yeah.
Tim, but the good news is the sun is going to come out as we get to the later part of the day, so it's going to look more enjoyable than it is later on. Just wait a few hours. Taking a look live right now, we're going to go live in just a second. There it is, our Wells Fargo Tower camera. Some thick clouds out there. We can expect maybe a few sun breaks as we get to around dinner time, but for right now, sitting at 60 degrees and a nice calm breeze out there. Looking at our weather headlines, cloudy to those sun breaks as we mentioned. It is very breezy out in the gorge, so something to keep in mind as we get into the later part of our week. So Thursday, Friday, the temperatures start to cool just a little bit. That's because we're ushering in a very weak rain system that's going to impact portions of the coast. I'll give you a look at Futurecast and you can get an idea of that. And then getting into the weekend, it's going to be sunnier and the temperatures, they're going to be near 80 for moms for Mother's Day. It's going to be very exciting. If you want to celebrate, maybe do something outdoors. Looking at our Salem sky camera, you can already see to the south, we are seeing some breaks in the clouds. It is very bright for us in Salem this afternoon. 61 degrees, but it's quite a contrast in Lincoln City. From our Chinookwan's casino camera, you can see those dark, low-hanging marine clouds at this time, and 58 degrees right now. As far as our temperatures are concerned, still sitting in the 60s, upper 50s in other spots. We are looking at 60 in Kelso, the same for Portland, across the Willamette Valley, really the low 60s from Salem all the way down to Eugene. 54 near the coast, but it is a bit warmer near the Columbia River Gorge. Yakima sitting at 83, 76 right now over in Pendleton. This is a look from the Dalles at this time, 73 degrees in very beautiful clear sky, not seeing much in the way of cloud cover. As far as Futurecast is concerned for the rest of the day, the coast may stay cloudier, but across the Willamette Valley, we should see some sun breaks as we get to around dinner time, so 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Near the coast, though, may be a different story. And keep in mind, this says a high of 73, but if we do have those clouds stick around, maybe they don't lift like we expected them to, similar to yesterday, we could see some areas where they don't reach the low 70s and they just stay in the upper 60s. Across Southwest Washington and Longview, your high looking to be 67 degrees, Battleground at 68, 71 for those of you in Vancouver. This is a look from the Springs at the waterfront, still seeing that copy and paste cloud cover over us at this time. Not much in the way of sun breaks currently, but as we get into our Thursday, it's going to be a copy and paste where we will start out very cloudy, and then as we get to the middle part of the day, the later morning and the early afternoon, that is when the cloud cover starts to break up, and then it should be sunnier overall, which will be good. As far as Futurecast is concerned, overnight Thursday into Friday, temperatures dip seasonably in the mid-50s overnight. And then as we kick off our Friday morning, it does start a little bit cooler, and that's because we have this rain system that's going to make its way in off the coast. But it's only going to impact the coast, really, and it's not going to be really measurable. Just a few sprinkles, and that should clear up as we get into the later part of our Friday. Kicking off our weekend, you can see we're in the mid-70s. But before we get there, 73-hour high today, bumping down slowly in the way of temperatures because of those few sprinkles near the coast into Friday morning. Mother's Day looking to be in the upper 70s before we return to the low 80s, Tim. It'll feel like a gorgeous weekend overall.
It really will. All right, Corey, thank you. Well, still ahead, he's only 10 years old, but he's already using AI to help others. Catch a Washington kid chasing a chance to become America's favorite student.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
Trinette Green, morning anchor at KGW and new dog mom to this sweet guy. Meet Barry. I love getting your mornings off to a great start, whether it's sharing stories of resilience and triumph in our community, or following breaking news from Beaverton to Gresham and everywhere in between. We've got you covered, because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to KGW Sunrise, weekday mornings from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
Welcome back. While other kids his age are mindlessly scrolling memes or making TikToks, a 10-year-old in the Seattle area has his sights set on much loftier pursuits. He's a finalist in Bill Nye the Science Guy's America's Favorite Student contest. As Eric Wilkinson shows us, the young inventor isn't just dreaming up ideas, he's putting them into action.
Well, I'm trying to build a house right now, but I just need to fit this door into here.
When Jet Lay tackles a project, he sees pieces of solutions coming together, a future that just hasn't happened yet.
I just solve problems in like the most reasonable way.
Even at 10 years old, that means developing new technology to make life easier. His latest idea, building an AI robot to help elderly people around the house.
Like the AI, you could just ask it to like help me get out of bed, and then it'll like make the robot like lift you up and then get you out of bed.
While he loves football and baseball, the Oak Harbor Elementary Schooler also takes college-level courses meant for adults through Google Skills.
You have to be like 18 and over, but I just put my dad's birthday, so we sort of like...
Oh, it's okay. We won't tell anybody.
All this led Jet to the America's Favorite Student contest, where he's competing with about 20,000 other kids from across the country for a $20,000 prize and a meeting with Bill Nye the Science Guy.
What makes you America's favorite student?
Well, I'm funny, and I also like am smart, and I'm pretty nice to people.
Would I be your favorite reporter?
Yeah. Maybe.
You got my vote.
Jet has streaked to the top 200 in the competition and is hopeful for a win. As for the future, the fourth grade phenom's father promises his son will use his powers for good and not evil.
I said, Jet, get good with AI now because he loves doing it. And in the future, if AI decides to turn on humanity, you're going to be the guy we're going to call.
At the end of the day, Jet says he simply wants to use his special skills to help people, some of whom can't help themselves.
Can you help me program my VCR?
What's VCR?
Never mind. Jet is currently in the top 1% of all vote getters. You have until Thursday night to vote for him and help him advance to the semifinals.
KGW News at 11, tracking breaking news when every moment counts.
What an evening for neighbors as this all unfolded.
Alerting you when weather impacts your day.
Doppler radar showing all the rain over us.
Investigating the issues that affect our communities.
Investigative reporter Kyle Aboshi has our top story.
And highlights from the teams you love most.
The champs are here.
The big stories and the facts first, so you can wake up prepared.
Stay up, stay informed with KGW News at 11.
Want more sunrise? We got you covered.
You can stream an extra 2 hours of live morning news on KGW streaming apps.
Good morning.
That means more local stories and extended coverage of breaking news.
Plus live weather and traffic updates as they happen.
And this is our first trouble spot of the morning.
We have a gorgeous day coming up.
We are live on KGW Sunrise, weekday mornings from 5 to 9. Stream on your time with KGW.
Well, curiosity definitely did something to this cat. The Vancouver Fire Department posted this video of their crew pulling a cat out of a drain pipe. You see him working on that there. There he goes. It was a pretty tight squeeze for this surprisingly large cat. You're going to get a full look there. That's a large cat. It really is. Luckily, they were able to free the feline, who seemed to be okay. No injuries, really, except maybe to its ego. It's understandable. Cats will just get into the craziest places.
They really will. It almost seemed like a magic trick when they
were. Voila.
Yes, yes. And the sun will go voila. As we get to the later part of the day, it'll start to pop out a little bit because it is cloudy right now. 73 our high for today, dipping in the wave temperatures before the weekend, Mother's Day weekend. It's going to be 77. It's going to feel great before we dip back into, swing upward into the 80s.
Yeah, just a little bit. That all sounds pretty good to me.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, especially the weekend. Thanks a lot, Corey. Appreciate it. And by the way, we've added more live news to KGW Plus. You can tune in to Sunrise exclusively on KGW Plus. That's from 7 to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. And later tonight at 5:30 as well. That's on Plus. We hope to see you then, and we hope you have a great afternoon. Oh, remember that tonight at 7, Orlando Sanchez, Art Edwards, hosting a sports special they're calling Ignite the Fire ahead of the season kickoff on Saturday. We're going to break it all down for you. It's going to be great. Catch it at 7.